Alright, well, I can now confirm that this one will have audio. I have looked, I have checked, it has audio, definitely.
As you know, the sessions that Nathan was eating children don't have audio.
Technically, I wasn't eating the children, I was eating offal. And who knows where offal comes from. I've probably eaten more children in real life via sausages and shit than my character has in this game.
Yeah, but they're tasty.
Sausages are not bad. Oh god, look at all the fucking little fucking things he has. Look at all the little things he has in his fucking notebook. Look at him.
I like how Sean's trying to show us stuff on his 240p camera.
Big thumbs up from the big man.
Look at these books that are a meter away. I'm like, all I can see is a block.
My Lord of the Rings trilogy and Silmarillion.
I'm parking breeze blocks from that bag, and I wouldn't know. Radar lines up somehow to keep fucking Ryanair on their toes.
Is that why you couldn't fucking take off because your bag was too heavy, you fucking dick?
They denied him at the airport.
They denied him at the airport. It's like, you need to get rid of one of the books, and then he refused to.
It's like you when you're trying to get all your books over from fucking Northern Ireland.
Fucking right, I had to drive them eventually.
Alright.
And a big cunt and trunk.
So, Space? You good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna nail a bear at this rate.
So.
Go get one, quick.
Let's do this one.
King.
We left off with the 4 of you plus Irina.
Yes.
Having, well,
had a shit time.
Had a little bit of a fight with some fiends, some hags, one might say. And following that, you rescued a pair of children. Little boy, maybe 7 or 8, and a little girl, maybe about 4 or 5.
Let me just double check.
And then proceeded to set fire to the windmill, I believe.
Yep. I set that bitch alight.
Watched it burn, and it lit up like a big Christmas tree.
Well, I think we would have wanted to stay a bit longer, like 1 or 2 of us, but Bree insisted and made a very good point that we get moving.
You can stay if you want.
No, we were already on the move by the end of the session, so I think it's fine.
If you get murdered by Granny, that's your fault.
Yeah, that's why you made a convincing argument! I'm agreeing with you, fucking cunt! Come on!
So yeah, so I believe we left it, it's basically just like maybe 9 or 10 PM at night, so pretty dark. And you guys have decided to continue up the road on your way to Valaki.
Reese, quick question before we continue. Yes. What were the names of those 2 children?
The boy, I believe, was called, I want to say Lucian or Lucius. Lucian?
Yeah.
And I think the girl was called Myrtle.
Yes,
like Myrtle? Like the flower you need in Witcher?
Yeah.
To make things? I'm sure it's a real name. I only think of it as a flower. It's also the name of a spice. So.
Is it?
Yeah, lemon myrtle.
Oh.
It's a Greek cookie, I think.
So yeah. Both of them seem to like cling to Irina, who, as they like recognize her.
Racists.
Yeah. You guys can. Yeah, well, do you head back to the road or go through forest? What do you do?
Head back to the road. We can make it to Valaki tonight if we push it right, or like tomorrow morning.
Yes, Irina. Sort of like looks at you. As far as I recall, the windmill marks about the last 3 hours of the journey, so
just after midnight.
Get there before morning for sure, but
just after midnight.
Take a little longer to be dark. At the very least, maybe we could just get a little bit away from here and then perhaps camp.
Yeah, that would be fine too.
I think I have another spell slot left. So, I'm just gonna cast Tensor's Floating Disc and sit on that for the rest of the journey. I can't be bothered. At least for an hour of the journey.
Wait, do you have a second spell slot left?
I do have a slot left.
Fuck, alright.
Right, that's fine then. We'll get a wee distance away, a couple of miles, and set up camp there.
Who's gonna beat your mule, Amrita? Who's gonna tug the fucking disc for you
It's gonna be
and
my
let you sit on it?
Molly.
Your Molly.
My Molly.
Donkey, where are ya?
Donkey!
Malagrim's not in this campaign.
Nah,
Not
thank
yet.
fuck for
Not
that.
with that attitude, he's not.
You're expected to be such a beautiful vampire campaign, and then it's just Deep Rock.
Oh, it's-
just Deep Rock.
Where's the dwarf meme?
The meme of the 4 dwarves that are going around in their elf murdering cart.
Dancing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so you cast Tensor's Disc.
Oh yeah.
You just sit on that. Do you let anybody else sit with you, or like you just
I mean, yeah, the kids can sit with me too because
okay?
But
Yeah,
it's-
two kids like sit on it with you.
yeah, it doesn't last too long though. It'll only last an hour. So
That's fine. You can use it for an hour then.
okay.
As far as you want. Okay, so you guys begin head back to what?
I opened this last night and it's still loading. What?
That's okay. You guys head back to the. Actually, I'm not even gonna fucking roll 20. Hold on.
Yeah. This is where I'm ready to enjoy about what this campaign will eventually become.
Oh, stabbing vampires.
For me to
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, when I die, I'm coming back as a dwarf, man. I don't give a fuck. That's a threat.
Then, best race.
That's a threat!
It's right limericks. I can't wait to see what the women is. Watch out for traps.
Uh-huh.
It's not even big enough to hold all the elves
But-
left to kill.
Think about it objectively. If you have all dwarves in your party, obviously you're gonna you're indestructible at that point.
You are indestructible.
Yeah.
Boys, we should
Make a dwarf campaign.
we should do a D&D campaign where we just play as each of the dwarves from Deep Rock.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be good
So you
shit.
mean every campaign I ever play it?
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go up a couple of miles up the road. We're stopping for a camp, right?
Why
Yep,
are we
that's
stopping?
alright.
It's only 3 hours away.
I just point at the
Only
two
three
small
hours in
children.
Dark Knight.
The children are on the disc. They're fine.
For an
They
hour.
don't look fine.
Okay, then you can throw them on your back. So let's just keep going.
I would, but they don't seem to want to.
They trust you.
Me? Oh, okay.
So yeah, you guys begin walking up the road. We head back down the path that leads to the main road and follow it as it heads up north. Sort of like winds and weaves a little bit as this area's got like a few like old fields that have fallen into disrepair. So like as these kind of like fields like kind of rolling over each other, the road kind of like winds in between them all. But nonetheless, it heads north for a good 40 minutes or so before it eventually begins to like peel off to like the northeast and kind of goes in like a straight line as it the road comes up to like once again like meet forest. So for quite a long time you're walking along this road of just this sheer like dark forests on your left and the old like kind of fields out to your right. Once it hits that like hour mark and Tensor's disc falls, you're your first hour into the journey. So it'll be another like 2 hours or more journey to Valaki.
Okay.
Actually, we'll stop here for the night.
Fine.
I think the resounding thump of you hitting ground is a good idea.
We did need to say her design, and that was a bit hard. She's not that big.
I'll get a fire going.
I just turn and walk away.
Yeah. Okay.
Pitch me wee tent, Reese.
You like look around for anything particular like camp? Like, do you have a look around for like any kind of shelter, or just like camp beside the road, or?
I've got a tent. I don't give a fuck.
I also have a tent and don't give a fuck.
Fair.
Wait, we have to find ourselves a shelter?
You don't have to, but I'm asking if you do.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is there anything available?
Well, you do pass like the occasional like, like abandoned farmhouse kind of thing that's just like nothing but walls. But if you want, you could take some time and like have a look around. It might be, have a look.
Yeah, no, we're not
Keep
going
the wind off you,
anywhere with this.
instead of just sitting out in the cold.
What if something happens in those houses?
What do you mean? They're abandoned.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get my sheet up. You guys talk.
Like, I know this place is pretty cursed and all, but not every abandoned house is going to have a hag in it.
Are you sure?
I'm not. I'm just hoping.
That this place so far seems to be very cursed.
How about this? Next morning, before you all wake up, I'll go search the houses and tell you if there's any hags.
That's a lot of effort for one night.
That also seems like a very bad idea.
Just a
Why
quick
don't
morning
we just-
stroll. What do you mean?
Sleep around the campfire.
I've got my wee tent.
Let's just sleep around the campfire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Reese, would I be able to
Yes.
possibly go hunting for, see if I can catch a rabbit or anything out in the wild, while everyone's setting up, making camp?
Yeah, go for it.
Should I survival check for that?
I would love a survival check. Thank you.
You never get to use that one.
19.
Wow.
Okay. You go out. You begin looking for like telltale signs of any nearby wildlife, and it's difficult in the dark, but you do eventually find some rabbit droppings. Look around some more. You think you meet like just barely might be able to see what looks like a little like some tracks that might have left. Follow that a bit. You come across a bush that's got like some half-eaten berries off of it.
Yeah.
Another 10 or so minutes of kind of following these vague tracks. You do spot what looks like a little rabbit burrow hole in the ground.
Alright. I'll do it, so I'm going to...
I'd actually say with that check, you will catch this rabbit. I'm just waiting for you to describe how you catch it.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's what I was going to do. I was like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quietly get atop the burrow, so I'm out of sight, hand at the ready, and my right hand, I'm going to just thump on the burrow to make one of them panic, so jump out.
Yeah, you do that. About like half a second after your like second, you see this like shape just dart out of the burrow. You grab it. Yeah, you got this little like, not large, but like kind of on the small size little rabbit.
That's fine. Question before I do anything. Does this rabbit look in any way undead, mutated, or otherwise cursed? Because I don't...
It just looks like a normal rabbit.
Like fuck, okay. Crack its neck.
It was Monty Python and rips your throat out.
Oh god! Yes, I start glowing red, leaps at my throat. Yeah. So, crack its neck, and just bring it back to camp. And get ready to roast it up.
Okay. Next go back. All in all, you're gone only about 45 minutes or so. By the time you get back, everybody's tents are pitched, campfires going. Presume everybody's just maybe sitting, seeing any wounds they had, or fully asleep. Checking equipment, kind of stuff. Irina's got the two kids kind of in her lap with a blanket around them, and is just kind of softly rocking them, kind of thing.
It's not going to be extravagant, but do you think...
Breathe asleep.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's not going to be extravagant, but rabbit stew? So look at the other the ones that are awake.
Yes, that sounds lovely.
Right. get the iron pot, and just make up a mediocre rabbit stew.
Yeah, you make one. You toss in a couple of bits and pieces you have in your like rations pouch. Get a bit more meaty. Arena offers up some fresh vegetables that she has in her own pack. Helps a little bit. Pretty good. Yeah,
Beautiful.
before long, you've got a pretty decent pot of rabbit stew.
Right.
Keep
moving around, boil it for a while, just to bring it to the
Boil?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Amrita. Yeah, bring it to the boil, and I just serve it to the rest of them.
Yeah, the smell like wakes the kids, and they like look at it very hungrily.
They get it prioritized. The children get the priority.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure between these all you got like enough little receptacles to hold food that you can just stall.
Bree's probably got enough tankards, like on a person.
Bree's asleep, so unless the smell wakes her up, I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so
I don't go near her then.
Gets a nice belly full of rabbit stew.
Yeah, cool. That's pretty much what I do. Just
Rena like eating it. Oh, this is delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's the small things. So,
Indeed.
Well,
just look. I was gonna look at Fergus.
Thank you very much, Loon. That was very pleasant.
No, it's all good. Just
I just look at the children, and if their pots are empty, I just pour the rest of mine into theirs too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they quite happily take it and like wolf it down.
just fattening these kids up. Yep.
What, Fergus can enjoy a taste of your pie?
Vile.
That's why I mean. I don't know. Len might become another hag. I don't know.
True, Len also did eat the pies.
Yes.
Why should I be the hag? Why can't you be the hag?
Sexism. That's why. Fuck you.
Good point.
She's already a hag. You can't become a
Saggy
hag.
boobs. I don't want them.
I
Did you?
am going to retire for the evening.
So, Fergus, before you go to sleep. Can I have a look at one of your shoes?
Excuse me?
I'm a cobbler. Give.
What
My,
can this
my
man
shoes
not
are
do?
fine, thank you.
I assume they are. However, have you ever wanted to hide something inside of them?
What are you implying?
Lockpicks.
I keep my lockpicks upon my person, thank you.
More on your person than in a hidden compartment in the heel of your shoe?
This is coming a little bit out of left field.
Well, to get from my perspective, we were just taken captive by two hags. Yes, obviously lockpicks wouldn't have come in handy in that situation, but in another situation it might.
I have other ways of picking locks.
Alright then.
I wouldn't say that I am ungrateful, it's just I don't question your skills, but my cobbler is very particular.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You have a personal
My
cobbler?
cobbler said never to go to any other cobbler.
Yeah.
I have a personal cobbler.
Can I ask you something?
You just did, but go ahead.
Do you ever think you're going to see said cobbler again?
Of course.
I admire your optimism. I'd leave it at that unless he says anything else. I'd leave it.
Sure.
So.
Good night, and just good night.
Len, those two are asleep. Do you want to take watch?
The first watch.
Oh.
We are doing watches. Yeah.
Very good of you. I'll wake me when you're done, and I'll take up the second.
Okay.
Okay.
So, oh, shit. I did not plan that correctly, but it's okay.
What's up?
Oh. How does short rest work? What is short rest? We haven't taken.
Short rest is like maybe like half an hour to an hour kind of time.
So the time we take to set up and eat dinner, is that short rest? No.
Not really, no. Anything you want to try and get from a short rest, you will definitely get from a long rest.
Yeah, but then I'll use it up again.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to do the arcane recovery. That is.
Oh, but you get your spells back from a long rest anyway.
I think she's just more worried in case we get ambushed.
Oh, it's because you want. Okay, in that case, then yeah, sure. I'd say you can do your arcane recovery like kind of at the start of your watch.
Yeah.
So you can if you want.
Okay, I'll do the arcane recovery and get one.
So was it 1 second level or 2 first levels? I think.
Yeah. So I'm getting 2 first levels back.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I would like to cast Find Familiar.
Okay. As a ritual or the spell?
As a, I don't have it prepared, so as a ritual.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that during your watch. That's fine. Okay. In that case, could you just while you're doing that, roll me a perception check.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
14. Okay.
You see the shot coming.
So yeah, so you finish up your stew at as you finish eating, you begin doing your like arcane recovery. Whatever way that looks, maybe you just sit and study your book, or maybe you like meditate, like whatever you do to do that.
Yeah, I just take off my what there's a word, the vestment.
Yeah.
And then I just sit in my I even unclasp my armor because I don't need it right now. And then I just go up to a tree and I stand on my head and I close my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you do that, and you finish up your arcane recovery. You feel that resurgence of like mana. Essentially, you know, you can cast more spells. And continue the rest of your watch. Remember, you never well, you would have camped at maybe like 11ish, half 10, 11ish. So maybe about like 1 or 2 a.m. Kind of gets the end of what you think is your watch, and oh, sorry, sorry. Also, you cast your Find Familiar spell.
Yes.
Okay, so you do all that ritualistic practice. You know, drawing shit in the ground, lighting some candles, kind of thing, studying your book, and after was it an hour and 10 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah. You resummon Sharp.
Yes.
What form do you bring him back in?
I'm gonna bring him back as a poisonous snake.
Sure. Okay. What kind of colors are we talking?
Oh, I never thought of that.
I mean, literally anything. Just kind of curious.
Blue and black. Blue and black snake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so blue and black, like a royal blue kind of, I imagine.
Yeah.
I imagine, yeah, like royal blue, like diamonds kind of ships.
Yes.
Kind of thing, yeah. Cool. Yeah, he comes back. And
And he's just coiled over my neck.
Yeah, he does, and like feel like kind of like that telepathic connection, like rejoin and stuff, and like you can feel that like feelings of like what do you call it? He missed you.
Warmth, yeah.
Essentially.
Warmth from this cold-blooded creature. I think it's cold-blooded.
I don't even know if it has blood.
I don't think so. Well, I don't think so.
It's a summoned creature. It can be warm if it wants to be.
Yeah.
You can be anything you want to be.
Regardless, it's like it feels like it's nice.
Yeah.
It feels like comforting almost just having him back.
A nice little pillow. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, by the time you finish all that, not a lot of time left for you to watch, but you spend the rest of that time just keeping an eye out. Nothing strange or startling happens.
Wait, for the rest of the time, I would like to be practicing the,
Fireball?
taming firebolt. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You sit and practice the cantrip. Yeah, you start off with this little barely a spark kind of thing. After maybe 30-40 minutes time, you get this like golf ball sized little mote of fire.
Yeah.
That you begin just kind of chucking. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so then maybe about 2 a.m. or something, you go to wake Lewin for his watch.
Hey, Lewin.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Wake up.
Something happens while.
No, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Oh, it's watch. Oh, okay.
It's your turn.
You see Lan standing over you with
With a
a
snake.
snake coiled around her shoulders, just hissing at you. Not hissing, but just going doing a little tongue flick
I'm assuming you see the. Never mind.
What are you talking about? That's Sharp. He's back. See?
Okay. Okay. Magic scares me. It really does. To be fair, you nearly burned me alive several times. I think I'm justified in that fear.
You don't have to remind me.
I'm not blaming you. That was the right call. You pretty much saved all of our asses, but it scared the shit out of me nonetheless, and I think I'm justified in being scared of you.
Lewin, I love you, but it's almost 15 minutes past my watch, so I think I'm just gonna head to bed, okay? I'm sorry.
I just like the idea that Len just walks past and falls down. It's loves me.
Cringe.
It's being overtime.
Basically, you're working overtime in your shift. Your co-workers 15 minutes late to relieve you.
And you're just listen, I love you, but fuck you. Goodbye. Alright, with Len going to sleep, I'll just find a log and just sit down and take watch.
Okay.
Unless you want to do anything, Len, of course.
Do anything in particular, or?
I think I'd probably just spend the time. It's been a while. I think I'd just be touching up my shoes. Really. Considering the amount of damage shit's been done to me and my shoes, I want to see if they're not burnt or burnt beyond.
But they're still feasible. You don't know yet if they're still waterproof, but you'll find out.
But that sounds ominous. But yeah. Just touch up my shoes, get my armor on because I do not want to feel vulnerable anymore, both emotionally and physically. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Once I get the armor on, I just touch up my shoes and look at.
Sure. Okay. Could you just roll me a wee cheeky perception check there, Sean?
Of course, sir. Absolutely. Skills, perception. 17.
Okay. So you watch. It gets to maybe about 4 a.m. or so. You can just barely see the sky is getting that little bit grayer. Instead of that pitch black, it's now tiniest bit of light. You can just start to make out the outlines of the mountains in the distance, kind of thing. You're watching, just kind of waiting for the sunrise, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
You're suddenly kind of hair stands on the back of your neck, kind of thing, and turn around and look. You don't see anything, but you get that sort of that feeling of being watched.
Mm-hmm. So just come back around, slowly pick up my sword from the ground, holding the sheath as well as the hilt, and just slowly look around, see if I can spot anything.
turn, look behind you. It's just forests, but you look for a solid, minute, 2 minutes, and
Mm.
you don't spot anything. That feeling kind of subsides a little bit, but it kind of put you on edge.
I was just like, drew the sword a little bit. So.
I'm glad the rest of your watch would pass without incident.
Yeah.
Another less than an hour or so, and you're pretty sure the sun has risen. It's pretty grey, overcast, but not going to get much lighter than this with how cloudy it is. As the sun rises, you begin to wake people. You start to feel like the first little specks of the downpour or rain. Being just spitting for now.
That's just what we needed. Alright. Just once getting used to the rain, seems like it's not well letting up, just poke people, see if we can.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I go up and shake the tent, and I realized, no, children, no banter.
Not the best, yeah.
Yeah, so I just go and just, hey, come on, all of you, time to get moving.
So those of you in tents wake up to just like the pitter patter of rain hitting your tents. Thankfully, for now they're still all pretty waterproof. But regardless, you all get roused by Lewin.
Look, I want to know already. Did you take a watch?
Yeah, this is apparently what equates for daytime in this place. Yeah.
You should have told us. We would have chipped in.
No, I needed to stay awake.
Alright, you can do it the next time as well then.
That's fair.
Push,
Come on.
Open the tent, and a small dog bounds out in front of me.
What?
Oh, what's this shit?
Oh, the fuck?
Fucking back in, and I start pushing it back in on my foot.
It's
Go on,
it's
back to the
small-
master.
It's a small black cocker spaniel.
Go on, back in you go.
Can
And
I
push it in
tell
with my foot.
what's
Yeah,
going on?
Len!
Nothing gonna shite. Back in the tent.
Help!
I just whistle twice and it heals.
Does the dog look like completely normal?
Please tell me it's like a ghostly dog that's trying to turn, please.
I'm gonna say probably not. I'm gonna say that it's got. Well, it depends on how much I'm allowed to fuck with it. I'm going to say that it's got a.
Given the purity of the spell, you can make it look however you kind of want.
I'm going to say that it's got a hole in its flank as if it's been pierced by an arrow, and you can see within that it's ethereal.
Okay.
Fucking hell, okay, fair enough.
Okay. So I know it's
Fucking Gusto.
I know what it is then.
Yes, it is a
Fair
familiar.
idea. Probably familiar.
Okay. But
And given what you know of Fergus at this point, you know he is capable of magic.
okay.
So you're pretty sure, hey, he also has a familiar.
Yeah. See. Oh, perhaps Uncle Fergus would like to share his pet with the little kids to play with.
Uncle Fergus, fuck.
Imagine the kids look pretty excited at the prospect until they see the damn hole in the side of it.
I know, right?
I don't think the dog would mind. I think the dog is still a sweet dog.
Yeah.
So it depends on whether or not they warm up to the dog or not.
Would the children even know what dogs are?
Probably heard of them. They know what wolves are.
Yeah.
100%. So.
Yeah. I mean, but it
would
would
probably
make the connection.
Yeah, it would startle them at first, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
And then they'd kind of warm to it a little bit. Then notice there's a hole in the side of it, and they can see inside that it's just like a ghostly white, kind of like etherealness, which would freak them out a little bit. But after the dog kind of begins running around and barking, yelping kind of thing, looking all cute, they definitely warm to it and begin to almost start to play with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I just say, a personal preference? Nathan, why didn't you have the dog, look completely normal, but as soon as it opens its mouth, it just looks like fucking Pennywise?
Oh god, no, fuck that.
That gift.
That's worse.
That would be terrifying.
That would have been horrifying, but it went so on point though.
Oh yeah, they should have done that actually. Ah, fuck it.
It's fine. It's fine. Ghost dog.
It's an actual
IRL.
Yeah.
Ghost dog is fine. Ghost dog is good.
Ghost dog.
Ghost dog.
So it would appear that I can, in fact, cast magic.
So,
Right.
so wait, Len, when you were screaming at him, you weren't actually lying. Wait, how did you figure it out before he did? How did she figure it out before you did?
I think we've all understood by this time that Fergus is an absolute moron.
I would say that.
Someone
Oblivious.
Someone didn't.
What was it,
Absolute
Len?
moron.
That's why.
What was it, Len? Sorry.
Someone. It's because someone graduated and someone didn't.
Oh,
That's why.
Len! I thought you were better than that.
oh.
Fergus, it is impressive. It is very
Fucking roll
impressive.
psychic damage, Nathan.
I would like to go down and tussle my dog and look at the snake and be unimpressed.
I'd like to also point out that because I'm not wearing my vestments and stuff now, you can see that my arms are tattooed up and down with like red sort of. They look like leaves, but they're clearly flame.
Yeah.
Shaped. Yeah.
I'm aware of what they are. I'm still not.
The rest of us are.
Yeah. I imagine I'd be aware of what they are. Right?
Depends if you got them at your university or not.
Wait, the snake or the tattoos?
The tattoos. I think I'd be aware of what the tattoos are. Would I be?
I don't think even I'm aware of it. It's just there.
What do you think, Chris?
That under the priest's clothes, you see that I have tattoos on my arms. That's all. Nothing. You don't have to read into it.
Okay, Fergus, I must ask. Len has Sharp. You have
Shadow.
That.
Thematic. Nice.
And I've got Fergus. Right, we having breakfast or not?
That's what I called him when he was alive as well.
Oh, now I feel like a dick. Oh, fuck that. Oh, that's very sad.
No, that's you can still see the arrow hole.
I assumed that was just a personal touch, not a war wound.
No, it was a very fine hunting dog.
Isn't
Well,
Cocker
it is-
Spaniel that small thing?
Yeah.
That hunts goats?
Yeah, they like flush out like boxes and like.
They flush out foxes and rabbits and stuff.
Sights of fox
They
stuff.
chase them,
Fergus
they
was a
chase
fox
them and
hunter.
hunt down them.
Yeah, of course he
Of course
was.
he was! Of course he
Yeah.
was! That's
What do you
not
want from me?
surprising.
What do
That's
you
not
want from
surprising
me?
at all. That's nice.
Looks like a small one of these.
Let it be known for the recording, Sean and Nathan condone fox hunting.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck him.
Sorry, no, because it's date.
Yes.
And we've had the long rest at this point,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'd like to clarify. So I've got all my spell slots back.
You do.
Uh-huh.
You also met the full HP if you weren't already.
I think I was fine for HP. And the other thing I wanted to
You
ask
also have
was,
Arcane Recovery back as well.
okay, and
You get
the
everything.
preparing the spells thing, I can
Yes,
reset them
if you
now,
want
right?
to
Yeah.
unprepare some spells and prepare different ones, you can do that now.
So I should prepare the ones that have ritual on, that don't have ritual on.
I would say yeah, because if it's got ritual, then you can do it anytime
Okay.
if you have the time to do it. But
All right.
yeah, so if you want to change any prepared spells, you can do it now.
Okay, but I can only have 7.
Yes, 7.
Okay.
So yeah, so as you guys begin having some breakfast, Lana pulls out her spell book, begins like copying some things down, like just writing bits and pieces in margins, rereading things, which is basically it's just studying essentially.
Question: have we seen Lena's spellbook before? What's it look like?
It's probably the first time you've seen it like proper out in the open during the day kind of thing.
Yeah. Did you get any personal flair on it, Amrita?
refer to the diagram
What?
on no. I mean just the I never really put much thought into it, but I
fair.
just imagine it's like a leatherback with impressions on it as opposed to engravings on it. Like the upward impression, not the
Oh, no port
Oh,
version.
like,
Okay.
the cover
on
or
the
the
cover.
actual page?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah.
book itself is. Does it have to be a tome or can it be handwritten?
It can
Do whatever you want.
anything.
Okay.
It
It's
describes, like, in Tasha's a good example is, like, it can literally be, like, sheets of metal that are just bound together and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it can be anything.
So, like, it could just be, like, you know, a school book that you had written up, and, you know, it's not seen much use yet, but, yeah.
Like Fergus's is like the
Oh, I
university
actually
like note
had-
cards you go for before an exam.
Yeah, it can be.
Oh,
So
shit,
I
that's
don't even need one, so it's even better.
So,
But it would be
let
something
me,
like
let
that.
me quickly. Sorry, just give me one second. I need to check something.
That's why your spellbook can technically also be like tattoos.
That's what it was. That's
no,
that's
Nathan, we're not having this fucking debate. We're not having this
But
debate.
you did not
No.
want to do that, right? Something
Specifies an item.
And all women are objects, as we know.
Controversial.
I think you'll find that
No,
actually
it's fine. It's fine.
in paragraph
Specific
3,
beats general.
page 461 says an item only in your fantasy role-playing game.
Paul, come on, it's a role-playing game. Stop role-playing as
I
me.
allow tattoos because that's sick as fuck.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's fair.
No, actually, I've sorry, I've sort of changed my mind. If it's all right, I'm not doing the tattoos. The tattoos are there for a different reason.
Okay.
They're just symbolic of something. That's all.
Fire.
No, I don't know if
They're
like
just symbolic
my
of you like
background-
having tattoos.
Yeah,
That
it's
one was
just
for my ex.
symbolic of my
This one's for my dead dog.
background. Yeah.
You don't have to say no.
Well, okay.
Told
And the other
Fergus he
thing
died in
is,
an accident.
Okay.
we shot Fergus in the face!
Diagram.
Hold on, is your dead dog as well? Wait a
I
minute.
do have. Can I use a rosary?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to use a rosary as my.
Yeah.
What do you? Yeah, I'd also have a spell book. You can't have two things. You can only have one book.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I have one book with all my notes in it, and then I have one cheat sheet of my rosary. That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah, so like you could have like your spell book where you like have all your spells.
All your spells.
Yeah.
And then the rosary is like the prepared shit.
Yeah.
You know, like each bead has these little tiny like
Yeah.
markings around it that signifies the spell.
Why are you laughing?
I will say, Amita, if you do want to cast miracles and sorceries with the same item, you're gonna have to use a crystal chime.
Shut the fuck up, Nathan. Christ. This is Dark Souls. Fucking hell, Paul. Christ. Wait, don't kill me.
5th level, bud. 5th level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
That's pretty good. Nice.
I mean, I like the idea that like when you change your prepared spells, you literally swap out rosary blades.
Ooh, that's clever.
And the rosary beads go by count, so it's like, you know those old telephones where you gotta go dial all the way up to reach the number? It's kind of like that. But
Okay.
beads back and forth and it's not like bead 1 is this spell or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of
You
cool.
gotta count it in
Nice, Paul.
code that only I know.
Yeah.
There it
That's
is. There it is. Question, Fergus. Besides your little friend here, do you have anything else that you're able to do? As I'm not aware of anything.
I can.
Magical advice. I know you're capable of many things.
Yeah,
What did you send? What?
See what I sent you?
Oh yeah, that'll do
Can
it.
you send it to me, please? Fuck's sake.
It's really good.
I'll just put it in stabbing vampire.
Oh,
Stabbing vampires. Let's see it, boys. What's this gonna be? Jesus Christ.
Okay. Okay.
You just imagine, oh, Fergus,
Okay.
I got a stage. Look at you, dead dog.
It's the same dead dog. It's had its soul spliced in two. Fuck's sake.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Ah.
Okay, Shy, Loon and Fergus, you're having conversation.
I was just going to ask Fergus, are you capable of casting anything else, or is it just your little friend Shadow here?
I look around and I just click my fingers and the campfire goes out.
Ha! Warn me next time. But good, very useful.
Completed entropic diffusion.
Stop using big words.
I channeled the energy from the campfire into the air.
You snuffed out the campfire. Understood. Okay. Do you do the opposite?
I click my fingers and it lights again.
Can't warn me. Fuck.
Handy.
Very useful. Okay.
I can also do this and I poke your armor. It's completely clean now.
A soot gun! That's useful. That's very good. Right. Well, Len, you now have permission to burn me whenever you want.
Like a little...
It was very good, yeah. Well, Bree, unless you have any new tricks, I've got nothing.
No, I didn't dream up anything in my sleep, no.
No horrors from beyond the veil of time and space, no?
Let me check.
Just make it
Well, it's
I
ten.
go back inside the tent.
It's not from beyond.
No, not this time, no. Not this time.
It's not from
It's
beyond
not-
time and space. It's simple entropic diffusion.
That dog
You
is
call-
dead. That dog is dead, and you have brought it back. That's horrifying. It's very beautiful, and it is cute. It is a dead dog.
And
You
the
brought.
dog's just looking
Hold on.
at you, fucking, just with a big smile on its face.
Does that
Beyond
dog
the-
have a wound?
I think it's a memory.
Is it the dog's memory or is it your memory?
I don't know.
You're the wizard.
I wouldn't
You're
really call
supposed to
myself a
know.
wizard. I would call myself an arcane practitioner.
Sorry, Mr. Laddie-da, I went to school.
Mr. Laddie Dad knows all 28 letters.
That's why we dwarves speak in runes. You only need 3 to make any one word.
They need 3 to make a word, and there's only 6 in total.
You can make any combination of words with 6 runes. Why do you need fucking 26 letters? Doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. Okay.
We've
And
got
then you speak different versions of your common. Like he speaks a different version and he speaks a different version. It's not common at all. You're putting a lot of shit.
Not a shite. Okay, shall we make way?
Yes, that's a very good idea. Let's get on.
I pet the dog. So how does it feel to be dead, wee dog?
Little bark.
Yeah, right. You don't seem to be a demon, so you're okay.
Fucking.
Cocks his head slightly.
That's what I like the idea that the dog barks, but it sounds almost like a cough at the same time.
You're definitely Fergus's dog. Aye. Look at that man, summon his own dog and it's fucked.
And it's fucked. The dog keeps up with me.
And it's pissed.
So Len, on site while we're walking, has a sharp developed intricacies like a death wound.
No.
But he's able to change shape.
Yeah, he can come back as almost anything I want him to be.
So he has to
I
die first.
Usually like him as a hawk because that's just how I. That's how much. Oh, wait, that's.
That's just how I
Sorry.
roll, yo.
I want to say, Len, if the magic is confusing you, it is very confusing to me.
No, I usually like him as a hawk, but you know, we've been apart for a while now, so I just wanted something a little closer to me,
That's nice to hear.
physically closer.
Imagine you're like talking, you're like maybe just taking it a little bit, and you see like sharp, just like slivers like up your sleeve kind of thing. Just
Yeah,
gives a little tongue flick towards Loon before like going back inside your sleeve.
frankly, if you want to touch him, feels like a handbag actually.
I read Lewis halfway to like reaching out to touch it, and then like feels like a handbag. I just reaches back to touch his own leather backpack. I think I'm good. Thank you. I'm good.
So,
Yes.
you guys continue on your journey once more. Breaking camp is maybe about 8 a.m. or so. You head on this road, kind of heading like northeast. You can see like off to your right, the rolling fields keep getting like higher and higher until they reach into like the roots of mountains, as well as to your north. You can see these like tall, like dark mountains in the distance. And before long, you're heading along, and the road begins curving from northeast round to the north, and then around fully to the west. You've almost done like a U-turn. Now heading straight west. And once you begin to come around that corner, is when the fields to your right kind of cease, and it begins becoming forest once more. And after another half hour, you're just fully like on a road in the middle of forest. Heading straight west. When you get to this point, Arena tells you that from here it's a straight shot to Valaki. It's maybe another hour and a half or so. Just straight down.
Good to hear.
You can't see yet, but like it like winds and weaves a little bit, not very much, but it is fairly straight shot.
Nice to get some warm food once in a while, it will.
Good warm food last
after
night.
maybe
What?
about
What?
Huh?
What?
Yeah.
What? Anyway, sorry.
Anyway,
I heard something.
after maybe about another 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so after that corner, you begin to hear what sounds like the sound of like water like lapping against the shore. Sound like very 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 quietly, but like sound like waves almost. And as you're walking, there's like the occasional like slight break in the trees to your right, so like facing north. And every now and then you can see what looks to be just past the trees, maybe a few hundred feet, but you can see what looks to be a large body of water.
Like a large part of like a river or like a full-on lake? Are we talking?
It looks more like a lake, given the way you can see just when I see like kind of waves, gives you the impression it's a lake. But as to what size it is, it's impossible to say. You can see like this bank close to you. Anytime you can kind of see like further, the lake seems to disappear into like mist. So it's hard to say how big it actually is. But nonetheless, you continue walking. Maybe about an hour from Valaki. The road is kind of weaving along before you. Hold on, actually.
Would you mind if I just asked Irene a question while we're traveling?
Oh yeah, go for any time, please do.
Sure. It's just Irene, I was wondering. We're going to this new town, and considering the state of Barovia, should there be anything we should be made aware of going to Valaki? Any traditions, things we should shy away from?
That's a very good point. Yes, so Valaki is the largest town in Barovia. It's one of only two walled settlements. The Baron there, trying to be diplomatic, he is a very stern master of the town. As such, the mention of Strahd by name is essentially illegal in that town. He's very adamant that people being happy keeps him at bay. He throws these outlandish festivals every few weeks or once a month to try and make the populace happy. I don't think it works, but
I was going to
they've
say.
never been outright attacked the same way my village has been.
So, question. Strahd is not allowed to be mentioned by name. Strahd being the man who lives up there, and I point to Castle Ravenloft.
Yes, everyone calls him the devil in Valaki.
Good to know.
The burgomaster seems to think that simply saying his name means he can see you, or he'll come for you, or I'm not sure, but
Superstition.
yes, I would say we should perhaps be careful in Valaki. It's a very strict regime, and I'm sure I can quite easily get us anywhere we need to go, given my heritage. However, I would like to keep a low profile. It is...
Looks at Len and Fergus.
What?
I don't mean you. I mean me personally.
Oh, I meant the ghost dog and the snake.
I prefer not to have it known that I'm in town, if I can avoid it.
Did we ever dye her hair again?
No.
Oh no.
You never.
Oh well.
I'm sorry to say it might be a wee bit difficult with me here.
Oh yes, you're very rare, aren't you? Your people.
I'm the only one here, aye.
Ah.
I might draw a wee bit of attention.
I actually take off my helmet.
And
Oh, sorry.
Not
Go
because
ahead.
I'm wee, mind you.
Sorry, Len. What were you saying?
Oh no. It's okay. Just stick with us. We'll be fine.
Alright.
We'll give it a go.
Not worried about it. I've been plenty of bar fights before.
Fergus, thoughts?
Well, actually, I did learn something. Do you know you asked me if I learned something earlier? I did learn something.
What did you learn?
I can smite my fists now. I'll walk on.
Okay, well, Breeze marching off with that, Fergus.
I think
Turns out, my good god, Lathander has seemed to make my bond an entirety of 11 weapons, so there you go.
I think that if we draw some attention, we may get some attention from the Baron, which may be something that we are looking for.
She just said we weren't looking for it.
I don't see why
I'm
not.
personally not looking for it.
But once we deposit you off safe and sound, we may be able to...
We're just leaving her there.
Are we to be your personal watchdogs forever, I say, and look at her?
Well, we have to make sure she's safe first.
No.
We can do that, of course.
Of course, if you I just need safe passage to the church. Once I'm in the church, I'm off your hands. You can go wherever you wish to go. I don't want to be a burden.
Don't think that we're going to be abandoning you, of course, but some conversation with the Banner to get our feet, maybe.
Can't be any more of a burden than Fergus.
How about this? We get Arena to church safely, make sure that everything is above board, no threats are imminent, and then we consider drawing the Baron's attention. How about that?
Understand.
Not saying we do it, but consider it.
It's what we came to do anyway.
Well, we came to drop off Irina at the Baron is secondary, isn't it? Oh yeah. Irina is the primary goal here. Keeping her safe is the primary goal.
Why have we all become suddenly very political after hearing that Baron exists?
I don't know, Fergus brought it up.
He's a noble, he's always political.
I think it would be nice to stay in comfort for a while.
Never mind, it's the noble bullshit. Never mind, I'm on both sides, and I walk off.
To the Baron and then I'll find a nice pub. Maybe they've got a different type of wine cellar.
We deposit the children with her.
Yes,
if you mention the children, actually there's an orphanage that's attached to the church, so
You'll take them.
2 birds, 1 stone, I suppose.
Okay.
We get me to the church, we get the kids to the orphanage.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'll go with. Are we all going with them?
Yes.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Let's all go for it.
You're just like an hour away
From the orphanage.
from the town.
Oh,
You're not in the town yet.
oh. Okay.
Yeah, we're on like
To the
a
town then.
yeah, we're like on the road like an hour out, I think. So
Yeah, you're just like an hour out. You can't actually see it yet or anything. Yeah. So, you guys continue walking. The road still is like winding and weaving a little bit, making it pretty difficult to actually see more than like 50, 60 feet ahead of you. At one point you come around a corner and kind of come around another corner, and in the middle of the road, maybe about 50 feet ahead of you, you see just standing facing towards you is probably the largest wolf any of you have ever seen.
What?
One might even call it dire.
Fuck.
This huge wolf is just standing, looking directly towards you. And as you come around the corner into its sights, it kind of like lowers its head very slightly and begins just like walking towards you.
Oh my god.
Like a growl emanating from it.
Send Shadow to scare it away, Fergus.
I don't think I'll be doing that. I think we might have to take care of this.
Irina, you might want to move the children off to the side.
mhm.
Of course. And then she gathers the two kids and
Yeah.
pulls out her own sword, kind of thing.
Keep them safe.
Okay.
We'll do this.
Shall we roll initiative?
You will?
Yes.
Oh.
Y'all ready for this?
Oh, yes.
Can't I fucking
Need to select a token.
Do you
Fucking-
have a map for this
Oh, wait.
place?
yes.
Yes. I've just drawn it really quickly.
5.
Attempted-
Yeah!
Oh, come on.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
So,
Okay.
so you guys will be on the right.
Scheiße, no!
Sure.
But we're going from the right to the
Heading
left.
west.
What are you, Japanese?
Oh
Fuck
fuck!
you!
Holy
That's not the
fuck.
size of the fucking wolf.
Oh
That's the
my-
size of the
That's a little
wolf.
big. Hold on.
Yeah, that's
No, Reese, if you had any fucking balls, you would have put a gargantuan-sized direwolf at us. You would have done it. You would have doubled its HP, you
the
coward.
size of its fucking fang is as tall as we are. If it's large, it takes
Wait.
up 4 squares, baby.
It says it wasn't.
Yep.
It's not been selected
Oh, yeah, sorry.
or something.
What's that?
It hasn't been selected. My character was not selected.
For what initiative? Your initiative's rolled, so.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Then. It says no character was found or selected.
Oh, it didn't. Shit, it didn't add it to the turn order. Hold on, let me have to do it all. Ugh.
Ugh.
Unless you all want to roll initiative again.
Okay.
Nah.
I'll
Um,
roll
there.
initiative again, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sticking with 5.
I'm gonna be a bit Sean. Roll again.
No! Fuck you.
Roll again.
Oh,
No.
wait, no, man, it's all up here. It's okay, it's fine.
Nah, fuck you all.
Like, the order was blank for me, I couldn't see it.
Yeah, couldn't see it either.
So. Okay. Wow.
I can't
Wow.
see me on the initiative order.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
Nathan is not on this.
Oh, I can see you all.
Oh, there's one more now. Nathan.
There we go.
And
He's there
yeah,
now.
there's two Nathans.
Is there?
There's
I can't
two
see. I
Nathans.
can't see the other Nathan.
That's fine.
I can't see the
I would
Okay.
just get rid of the higher one because I rolled that second.
I just got rid of it already. Okay, fine, I'll just read it. Okay, hold on.
It's because I'm such a good
Okay.
fucking guy.
Okay, can you all see your things?
I can do it, yes.
Oh, hold on. Oh. I made an Irina token at long last.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that! It was nice.
Look at how nice Irina is. Wait, no, wait.
Yeah. Probably in the
Oh,
back though.
you fucking moved her off the camera.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh wait, I can actually click her
Uh,
and initiative.
Hey, nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, can I get initiative for my dog?
Does it go on its own initiative?
I believe it.
Oh, can I
if
do
you
that
wanted to
for
go on
the
my initiative, that's cool.
Yeah, both of them just have your familiars going, because There's gonna be 2 familiars in every combat as well. That's a fucking lot of
Thingies.
turns. So
Oh, just wait till one of them starts summoning more shit.
when it gets to your turn, you can have Sharp do something before or after you, separate from you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, like have him move and do something essentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
but if he moves, he can't move back or anything like that.
Well, he'll have like a certain amount of movement he can do,
Uh,
and like limited actions he can do.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's see this distance right. Oh wow, that distance is perfect. I said like 60 feet away. Brilliant.
Oh no!
I chose to be that far forward as well, so it's all good.
Okay, so in that case, let me just put this descending. So it is the direwolf's turn first. So it is going to what's its speed? Amazing. It's going to use its speed to move. It's actually going to just move up to about there. The whole time, basically just like the whole time, like stalking forward as it moves up and gets to about there.
Sure.
Okay. Lan, your turn.
Oh. I would like to cast Firebolt, please.
Sure, cast it.
Fucking fast forward 30 minutes from now. Guys, why did you attack the direwolf? That was an important NPC!
That sucks. May I? Wait, that really doesn't hit. I don't know. It's too low. I should don't tell me because I have lucky.
You can lucky it if you want.
I shall.
Also, pretty sure you can declare lucky after I say if it hits or not.
Oh, okay.
But before, like I'm pretty sure if I'm like, oh, that misses, then you can be like lucky, like instantly.
Okay.
God, that's
lucky.
broken.
Okay.
Oh.
Aww. You can spend all 3 of your fate points to make this hit if you want.
I have only 3 lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Sharp do anything?
He will slither forward in an attempt to bite this wolf somewhere.
Okay. So but he can't actually attack,
Oh, then never mind. He does nothing.
but like no, but he can essentially give people advantage if it like he can go like distracted essentially.
Yay.
Okay.
Yay.
I don't know. There's like a list of things familiars can do.
Okay.
I think they could do any of like the standard actions except attack.
Yes, they could do any
Yeah.
standard actions except attack.
Okay, then he slithers past in the hopes that the wolf will look at him instead of the people.
Okay. What's his actual movement? Do you know?
Most
Can we
things
just
are
skip
30
that?
feet.
Poisonous snake is 30 feet.
It's 30 feet. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, 30 feet. So he moves. He can move like right up beside it, yeah, if you want, or like something.
Yeah.
Just draw something on the map to represent Sharp. Okay. Irina is just going to like have like sword in 2 hands, both kids behind her, kind of thing. She's just gonna hold her action where she is. Bree.
Well, I'm gonna charge it.
YOLO swag money.
I'm gonna raise my hammer. Oh, goodness. Okay.
What the fuck?
That's all his fucking beer cans.
Oh.
Gonna yell rock and stone.
Yes.
Oh, accidentally.
I want to charge the direwolf, please.
Yeah, go.
Did you take the fucking charger feat?
He took the
Nah,
charger
just-
feet.
It's just fluff.
Ah, fair.
As I do, I'd like to cast Searing Smite on my hammer. Searing Smite does this, boy.
Whoa.
Okay.
My attack, 11.
Okay.
I see how this is going.
So you run up and go for a big swing, and like as the wolf is like kind of stalking forward, it's quite quite slow. As you like run up, it like just sidesteps so quickly that like it almost like threw you off. As it looks like it gets ready to like come in at you and take a bite. Okay, Fergus, your turn. Unless you do anything else.
Can I pick. Right, so I'm gonna pick up my dog as a free action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Eat the puppy, Fergus.
No, I'm going to move to. I'm going to fucking hold him, and I'm going to move towards this monster. So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Okay.
And use the dash action as my bonus action.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. And I would like my dog to make the help action.
Okay.
Which gives me advantage on attack.
Okay.
And then I would like to attack this monster.
Okay.
It's a 16 to hit.
Okay. That'll hit. Yeah. As you pull out your rapier and you're like,
What
you
the-
kind of like run up. Your dog is like, I don't think you just hold the dog. It's just barking in his Darwol's face. It
Oh, yeah.
distracts it enough to the point where like it focuses on the dog. At which point you just kind of like sidestep and just like stab it in the flank.
That's exactly what I will be using for every other round of combat from now on.
Okay. Wow. So 19 damage.
Yes, that is 19 damage.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Okay, and then I'm going to move
Wow.
5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, you have mobile. Christ.
Oh yeah, you got mobile. Okay.
Just stop!
Okay.
It's happening again, boys! I can't stop it!
With that, Lewin, your turn.
Alright, just double check the moment. Yeah, I can't get there without dashing, that's fine. So, I'm just going to run up. To there. I run up, I can't do anything, just right beside Bree, sword and shield in hand. Just bracing for attack. That's me.
Alright.
Yep.
Cool. So, top of the round. You hear the sound of crashing as another direwolf emerges from the south.
Son of a bitch.
Burst through the underbrush. Fall back number one.
No!
Shit! Fuck! Oh no!
And they
Do we all
all
get attack
target
of opportunity?
Fergus.
It's like, we can smell what you're doing, motherfucker. You can't be having this.
If you remember, Nathan, these are called the Agenda Wolves.
God, it's the agenda wolves again. Oh no!
Okay, so that's as far as they get though. With that, we're back to the first one, who is going to fight Bree.
Mm-hmm.
What's your AC?
16.
Okay. So like, you get stabbed in the side by Fergus, but he fucks off. So it just turns its attention to you and goes to try and clamp its jaws down on you. As it like brings it in, you manage to just like quickly sidestep and like kind of like knock its head to the side of your maul. So imagine to completely avoid that snapping jaws. But yeah, pretty good. Yeah, cool. Okay. That Lan, your turn.
May I please cast a mage hand at the wolf that's next to me and tickle it?
A bold move.
Let's see if it pays
Let's
off
see
for
if
him.
it pays off.
Okay.
Well, okay, group effort. Tickle or trip it over?
Okay. I will say this. You will try to tickle one. That may work. However, the other two may not give a shit and still try to murder us.
Mage hands also cannot move anything over 10 pounds in unit.
She's not trying to move it, she's just trying to tickle it.
Or trap it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll be able to trip it.
trip it. So I guess I'll tickle it.
You can, sure. Okay.
For a minute, yeah.
Okay.
Did I just roll?
No,
right?
What do you roll?
I guess I'll roll a constitution
So like
for the
a
wolf.
charisma check versus a charisma save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll check like spellcast or spellcasting ability modifier versus charisma save.
I think it's pure charisma.
Fair enough.
The fact that it's a magic hand doesn't mean you're any more charismatic.
Yeah.
Me.
It's true.
Unless somebody's into that,
Yeah.
which I don't think the wolf is.
I have to say.
Yeah. Just make a just so it rolls a number. So I can say okay.
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 Is a 12 enough?
Let's see.
Given that it rolled a 2,
For fuck's sake.
I'm gonna say, sorry, you cast Mage Hand, it like kind of floats over, begins like tickling, where you would normally tickle a dog, you think, okay, that must do the same trick. You begin doing that. The wolf, the dire wolf, like, it just seems more perplexed and distracted than anything else, as it begins trying to like snap and like damp on the hand.
Oh.
So, you know what? That was a very unique thing to do, so I was gonna say it essentially makes it like it is completely occupied on its turn with trying to like swat at this hand.
This is fair.
So that's a
Okay.
hit then, yeah.
Stop.
Just checking.
With that, Irina, it's her turn. She is probably going to prioritize protecting the children.
Yep.
So if anything, she's probably gonna like take a step back with like keeping the children behind her, kind of thing.
It's fair.
Okay, so that wolf is distracted. So the other wolf is going to leap at you, Fergus.
Right, Fergus is a dex master.
It should be fine. It'll be fine.
Right. Oh my god. Yeah, it just comes into like bite and just completely misses.
Oof.
As you just imagine like your dog like warns you, like kind of like barks as it's approaching, and like nice. Like, oh fuck, and just kind of like dodge out of the way.
That's what it's all about, baby.
Bree.
That's what it's all about.
Again, I'm fighting this big fucking wolf, so into with a hammer.
This music is really.
We're level 4 now, by the way, right?
Alright.
We are level 4, yes.
Yes. That'll definitely hit.
15 does 16 damage. And
Okay,
1d6
how do
fire.
you kill it?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Imagine when it snaps at me, I like sidestep back, I bring my hammer down on like its head,
Oh, that's
like
nice.
top of its skull, and it just like crack, hear it crack, and it collapses like
Nice.
side.
Beautiful.
I'm like,
Wow.
that's a big fucking ball, that one.
Yes, it was.
Wow,
Right,
that was
let's see.
Literally, exactly.
Huh.
I'm going to move over here in between the wolf and.
Harvest the meat. Go, go, go.
What's that fighting the wolves? As I like hobble, like rush over to get in between you and the
dwarves
giant
are
wolf.
natural sprinters.
We're wasting over long distances.
Don't make me take the charge feat.
God, he fucking would.
I'll scream that every time I make a charge.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, I'm into that.
Nah.
It's true. You're a big fan of Deep Rock.
I am. So, yeah, you charge into that one. We'll run up to it.
I just
okay.
like impose myself between them.
Yeah, nice. Lewin?
I am going to spin on my heel and run up beside Fergus. As I do, longsword comes up underneath, splashing on its flank.
Okay.
Weapons, longsword one-handed. Attack! 21.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
6, so 7 slashing damage. And I am going to mark it with Unwavering Mark. So basically, Reese, all you have to work out is that as long as the creature is within 5 feet of me, it has disadvantage on any attack that doesn't target me.
Okay.
Yep. That's all I have to worry about. And that is me.
Remind me of this again, though.
Understood.
Cool. Okay, Fergus?
Okay. So, I think I'm going to do the exact same thing again.
Stab and run away.
Whereas I'm going to stab him and run away, yes. Can I still use my familiar to get advantage?
Cease with your anime bullshit.
It's a different wolf.
I mean,
it's using the help action.
Technically, mechanically, yes, you may.
Thank you. It's a 18 with a hit, and then a 4 damage after that. So that's going to be a total of 12 damage, please.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, you stab into it while distracting it with your dog.
15, 20 feet away.
Sure.
Okay.
Because I'm not fucking standing there.
Back to Lana.
Lana?
Lana, I said.
Okay.
Is that Lana?
Yeah.
Lana!
First, I would like the snake to go and coil around the wolf, and then start licking at it in an attempt to tickle it further. I'm assuming the mage hand is still active, because it's active for a minute. So the wolf is probably quite occupied. During this time, I would like to pull out my staff, what is it called? Quarterstaff, and then go like bonk on its head.
Okay. Are you using your snake to give the help action to get advantage?
I can do that?
Yes.
Yes, I will do that. Please.
Okay.
Okay, so roll?
Yeah, so go for advantage.
Oh, advantage means
it's under sheet. Quarterstaff. You can just click the button on your sheet.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's in your weapons. Are you swinging one-handed or two-handed?
Two-handed.
Yeah. Good.
Boop. Boop it. Boop it, Snoop.
Oh no.
Boop it, Snoop.
Boop the Snoop.
Boink. Did that happen?
Yes. Okay. So...
Oh, she's rolled D8.
Just 1d8.
Yeah. Okay. 10 damage. Wow.
Got down.
Nice. Yeah. Are you just like you kind of imagine you kind of toss your arm like this, and it like sharp just like with that momentum just launches off your arm straight towards it, and begins just like kind of coiling around it and like kind of like biting at it but not like doing anything, kind of distracting it. And as he does that, you just like run from the side and just give a big massive whack on the back of its head.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Sharp is probably like licking in his ear or something.
Ugh.
Like, I mean,
that's pretty distracting.
It's going to be distracting.
Also, it's a snake. It's got fangs. That's distracting.
Yeah, but you said it can't attack.
It can't attack, but like, it can't mechanically attack. But you can describe that it like
bite through all the fluff. It's hard, so just licking is better.
Okay. With that,
It's gonna be coughing up furballs.
Irina will continue protecting the children.
Perfect.
Action is protecting the children.
Protect. She's kind of like looking at each of the wolves. She's kind of like, it looks like you guys kind of have it, so
Yeah.
She's like, no one's in immediate danger. I'm not gonna like leave these kids alone, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
I mean, I'm waiting for the nat 20s from the wolves.
Huh. So this one.
Which one?
The one beside you, Lan and Bree, is going to attack Lan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What, Tracy?
I'm not wearing armor, right?
You are wearing armor.
14.
Okay. So that hits.
Uh-oh.
Where? Fucking finally, the first bite of this goddamn. Ooh, wow. So that's 12 damage as it just clamps down on your
12
shoulder.
damage.
Yes, 12. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
It was so sad. It's nice.
Oh!
Alright.
Okay.
Come!
It like
The
comes down your
wall.
shoulder, and you can feel it like pushing its weight down, trying to like drag you to the ground. And you just manage to like just shrug it off, and just like with like your free arm, just kind of like force its head off of you, and like toss, like not toss it, but like kind of shove it off you. So nice, very good. Okay.
I still take the 12 damage.
You
Then.
still hit 12 damage, yes. You just have not been knocked to the floor.
Okay.
Okay, with that, the other one is gonna attack you, Lewin.
Hit me.
Okay, fine. What's your AC?
18. Did you roll that 20?
No, if it rolls an 18, is that a hit? That's a hit, right?
Yes, that's a hit.
Mhm.
Okay, then yeah, sorry, it's a hit then. I couldn't
Cool.
remember for a second.
That's fine.
It's a DM's discretion anyway.
Yeah. Rule of thumb.
Okay. Well,
Rule of thumb,
well
though.
then it hits. Okay, so that's 13 damage and a strength saving throw, please.
Oof.
Okay. Begins just like snapping his jaws, you kind of like bat it off the shield every now and then, and then it kind of like raises up a little bit, and like with one paw swipes your shield, and then immediately like clamps down on your shield arm with its claws. You can feel it begin like shaking its head, trying to like pull you down. But you manage to like with like pommel of your sword just bat it on the head a couple of times, and it like releases.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, very good.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay. You said 13 damage, yes?
Yes, 13.
That's grand. Cool. Got that right.
Okay, that we're up to Bree.
Bonk.
Yeah, you bonk it.
Yeah, as it goes to like bite Len, Bree just grabs the hammer like it's an axe and just does a big upward swing into its gut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
it lifts off the air for about a half second.
Does another 2 damage, and the monster
Nice.
must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Because my maul is currently on fire.
What's it trying to beat?
It's trying to beat a. Let me quickly look. Saving throw. 13.
Oh, okay, so it fails.
Whoa!
So
Nice.
what happens?
It catches fire.
Mm-hmm.
It is on
Okay.
fire until it is put out.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, because my maul's aflame.
So I think I was going to say it takes some fire damage.
It takes 2. I rolled.
Oh, that's what that roll was for.
That's the fire damage, yes, sorry.
Okay then. Okay, well yeah, so it bursts into flames. So it's now a flaming direwolf in front of you. As
You
all,
made
all your nostrils just filled with the smell of just burnt hair and flesh.
From a certain point of view, you have made the situation horribly worse.
Fine.
From a
Bonky and I are
certain
like
point
in
of
an
view.
arcade. Just bonk, bonk, bonk,
Right.
bonk.
Yeah, nice. Okay. That Lumen.
Yay. Okay. I'll just double check. That's a bonus action? That's fine. Alright. So, bonus action. Just stamps his foot. Facility! I'm going to use second wind. So I get 1d10 plus 4 HP back. 7. Not amazing. Better than nothing. Okay, so that is 24. And I am going to attack. Longsword, one-handed. 21, 4 damage.
That hits. 4
That's
damage.
round.
Nice. Okay.
And action surge, do that again.
Okay.
17
That also
to
hits.
hit, 10 damage.
Yeah, you just like slash into this thing twice, and you just cut massive hacks into it. As this wolf begins to like, it is bleeding profusely and looks worse for wear.
Beautiful. That's me. It's still marked, by the way. apparently I can, like, according to Cavalier, I can mark them as many times as I want, but it's a special attack that has, like, limited uses. So I can just keep marking them. So, yeah.
Sure.
You could only make so many attacks around, but...
Exactly. So yeah, basically, same, it has disadvantage on attacking anyone but me, but I don't know if it's relevant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody else is within range. So.
Yeah, exactly. but it costs me nothing to do, so fuck it.
Yeah, of course. Fergus?
About 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna stab it. After dog. You know, dog does its thing. That's a 22.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
How do you kill it?
I walk up behind Loon as he does his attack, and I just slit its throat with a death.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Cast
go like a little. I imagine like a little like Zorro kind of flourish, like a.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
It's all in the
Nice.
wrist.
It just spurts blood. As it kind of like stands for 6 staggers as the blood's just spurting. It begins to turn and like limp back towards the forest before just like collapsing about 5 feet away.
I love the idea where it goes full on, you know, Zorro, where it's just like, I slash its head up and like, Fergus goes in for the slash, slices its throat open, right over Lewin. All over
Just
the...
both.
No, not you, me. Just...
Yeah.
Nice.
That will
Here it is, man.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, back to Lan.
Oh,
No.
what's the situation with the wolf near me? It's burning.
It's on
right?
fire.
Yeah,
It's a giant
It's on
flaming
fire.
dog.
It's not happy.
It's blue.
Yeah.
It looks very hurt.
Nathan, question.
Um,
Does
It's on
your,
fire.
does your dog always, like, know instinctually when to bark? Or do you, like,
Okay.
squeeze it a little bit, like, make it squeak?
It's a hunting dog. It knows
Okay.
I guess it's possible in D&D, so I'm just gonna go again with the bonk on its head. Yeah.
Okay. With advantage, I presume.
Yeah.
Is it sharp?
Well, I mean, if it's on fire, how can Sharp go near?
Because he's like distracting it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Most animals are inherently afraid of snakes. For
Yeah.
good reason.
Okay. No, I mean in the sense that it would catch fire. But the familiar
I mean, he's
cannot
not
catch
like
fire.
it's not like a
I'm not
roaring
rubbing the dog
flame
on the
kind of
dog.
thing. Yeah.
No, sharp!
Touching it.
Oh, okay.
He's like slithering on the ground, being a
The
distraction.
dog hasn't
Whenever
spontaneously
Shark gives you
combusted
a
yet.
help action, it's basically him distracting the creature.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna repeat my action, just like flip the staff and go
Bonk.
on
Bonk
him.
him.
Yeah, bonking. With advantage?
Yeah, so yeah, that's
It's a bomb.
so you take the higher one. So
Oh,
it's
thank you.
Can we just address to the fact that we've got a fucking blade singer that's not a blade singer in this fucking, group? Like, what the fuck?
Fine, don't worry about it.
It's fucking so much damage! Insane!
He's a bonk singer.
Bomb's there.
A box singer!
Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of, how do you kill it?
Oh,
Nice! Fuck yeah!
He
I just-
bonks it on its
yeah,
head and its
bonk
tongue gets
it
stuck
and
between
then
its
go like-
teeth.
Yeah, like actually pierce its head kind of thing.
Full
Or,
on
like-
Looney
yeah,
Tunes.
smash its head to the ground, bring
Okay.
it to the
Yeah,
ground.
imagine you like two-handed like whack down. It like drops down to like it like falls down flat, but it's still like alive, and it starts to like get up again, and you just like twirl the staff and just bring it down.
Bring it down and crush its
So just like sickening crack
Yeah.
as like
Oh.
the head just twists slightly
Yeah.
as the tongue rolls and
Le-
it's
for
dead.
honor monk style.
Yeah, for honor monk.
Yeah.
Fucking
Do I need to roll anything for this? No, right? That's it. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
that combat is over. GG. As
yeah.
well, this one just continues to burn a little bit for a while. As
I like raise my mold
Roast,
my mouth and go
wolf meat.
blow it out.
Put the dog back down, pat it a little.
And I
Oh,
just,
good.
I just pat Bree and go, okay, go Bree.
Just because he's patting the dog doesn't mean you have to pat me too.
Rena kind of like rushes over to you and is like, "Are you okay? You're bleeding."
Oh, actually, yes, I'm very
Let me take a look.
Yes, the
And then
pain.
Mission, she like
It's the adrenaline.
undoes that bit of robe kind of thing, like looks at it, and she pulls out this little like from her backpack pulls out like the little like first aid kit kind of thing. She pulls out some like sewing needle and stuff, and they kind of sits you down and begins just like quickly like kind of like sewing up some of the deeper holes, and then she applies like a dressing quickly and stuff, and
Nice.
she kind of turns to all of you while she's doing this. She's like, "I'm sorry, I couldn't really help very much there, but you guys took care of it, I suppose."
I don't know about the rest of them, but I think you did exactly what you should have done.
Exactly. You have to protect the children.
Yes, that was a priority. You did well.
Just will shine, nod your head, kind of thing.
Anybody else get hurt by them wolves, or just Len?
I got a bit of chunk taken out of me. I'm alright though.
Once everyone like finishes up with you, she just immediately goes over to you and like begins doing the same.
I see this happen,
Like,
and
just
I shuffle over to like Len, pour a jug of ale, and just like hand it to Len. Like, there you go. Just drink that, and you'll be fine. Tell her I gave you it.
Cheers.
And how much health are you missing?
Oh, I'm missing
12.
12.
Yeah, Leon hands you for 12 then, with that drink.
Oh, nice.
Don't tear it. She started before I could give you the drinks. I don't want to interrupt. You know how it is.
You just drink it and then throw it at your face.
What is the deep rock?
And then throw it like a ballerina.
You throw it at my face and it just explodes into magic. Like magic dust. I'm like,
That's good.
bit rude. This is my magical alcohol given me by my god himself.
Right. Well,
Doesn't even cause hangovers, you know. It's great stuff.
Arena finishes patching you up, Leon, as best she can. Just kind of
thank you very much.
stashes the blade in for you, kind of thing.
That helped. Thank you.
Do the same. Slide over to Loon. Pour out what's left of the tankard to go, this is what I've got left. Don't tell her I'll give you this.
Cheers. Thank you.
It's 3, but...
That's perfect, man. I was missing 6. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Let's see if we can get to this town as quickly as possible, please.
With no more interruptions. That would be amazing. Yes. Whatever.
Yes, we're nearly there. Just another less than an hour. We should be inside of the walls.
Good.
Fantastic. Let's go. Alright.
She like kind of takes the children by their hands and begins walking along the roads, and yeah, maybe in about another 30 minutes time or so, you can see like the forest kind of like begins to widen a little bit before it goes into a large kind of like oval shape almost.
Mm-hmm.
You can see where the forest has clearly been deliberately like cut away. It's a very like perfect oval shape where the forest ends in this like large open area. You see there's stumps of trees like dotting around, but ahead of you you can see like quite a very large town with like huge like 15-foot high walls surrounding it. As you approach closer, you can see from about 30 feet away from the gate, in the distance, you can see there's a lot of stakes in the ground, all of which seem to be topped with wolf heads.
Nice.
Mostly normal sized wolf. You can see there's definitely like 1 or 2 like dire wolf sized heads.
Maybe we should have brought them a gift.
It might have been a good idea, but I wasn't really looking forward to carrying any of those back. Were you?
Well, Len's got a floating disc.
Good point. Then,
Yes.
offer.
Offer? Well, I have to. It takes a while to make. Can you wait an hour?
No, it doesn't. You just clicked your fingers the last time. I watched you. Very
Joking.
impressive, mate.
I know, but I'm sorry. I had to reprioritize.
We're joking, Lynn. We're joking.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's fair enough.
It's
I
fine.
didn't know we'd be fighting giant wolves today. I'll be fair.
Oh, that was a good point, too. I didn't know. Right. Is the gates open, Reese, or are the gates closed?
As you approach, you can see, like in the distance, the actual gatehouse itself. You can see there's a pair of big like wooden doors that are currently like standing open. but beyond them, there's an actual portcullis that is down.
What does that mean?
Like like the
Iron grate.
iron grate kind of thing that goes up and down in a castle.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. It's like that.
Oh.
But yeah, so as you approach, you can see there's a handful of guards on the walls. You can see they seem to be congregating a little bit as you're approaching. You can see they've got crossbows in the distance. You're maybe a couple hundred feet away still. There's maybe about 5 or 6 guards atop the walls, all just watching towards you. As you get closer, you can see there's at least 2 guards just behind the portcullis that you can see seem to be holding pikes.
I approach.
Okay, you guys get closer. As you're approaching, Arena kind of pulls a hood up and just unless necessary, I'll just keep quiet.
Okay, I'll stay behind with Irina.
I mean, she's coming with you, but she's just not at the forefront.
Okay, I mean, if she wants to pretend to be somebody else or something, then I can put my hood up and just stand with her with the children or something.
Sure.
If
She's
she wants.
just hiding her hair more than anything.
Oh, okay, then that's fine.
So-
Suit yourself.
So yeah, so y'all approach.
Mm-hmm.
After when you're about maybe 15 feet from the gate, you can see there's 5 guards on the walls, all crossbows, not aimed at you, but they're quite visible, not
They've got a bolt ready.
They're quite they're in a drop of a pin they can just aim. The 2 with pikes are kind of standing quite at attention, waiting for you to approach, kind of thing, behind the portcullis. When you're about 15 feet away, one kind of holds a hand up, just, "That's far enough, stranger."
They wait, they go, alright, more on 2 years.
Kind of he takes a step forward. He comes right up to the portcullis, so he does this. Once he's a man, there seems to be a woman. The man says, "Who are you? What business do you bring to Valaki?"
I'm Bree Brittlebarrel. We come from currently Bavaria.
Barovia.
Some town, Barovia, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Town from back there. We noticed that some women was selling meat in the town by the name of Granny. Goes by Granny at least. Feared something might be wrong, so when we investigated, we found that she was conducting terrible things within the mill, making the pies. We've saved these children from her, and we've been told there was an orphanage in this town. We've came to bring them here so that they may be looked after.
Kind of he listens to you, kind of waits a second, then he turns to his companion here, he whispers something, then he comes back to the rest of you. "You, Bree, step forward."
I step forward.
"What are the rest of your names?" Addressing everybody behind.
I am Sir Fergus Amon.
Looks at you for a second, then step closer.
I step closer.
You're maybe within 10-15 feet away, between 5 and 10 feet away or so. Kind of looks at you. There's it looks like looking for something almost, and then he turns and looks towards Lewin.
Lewin of Madon. The port.
"Come." Kind of looks at you, squinting a little bit. At this point, the woman kind of steps up beside him and is also just looking at you very intently. And then looks towards you.
I'm Lena, and Sharp just sort of slithers down my back and crawls around my left leg.
Hiding, I presume?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He kind of motions for you to step forward again. He looks at you very intently. And then lastly, he looks towards Irina. She's sort of steps forward. "My name is Katya. I'm from Barovia." She steps forward and looks at her. And he looks at the 2 kids. Turns to his companion, kind of hear him whisper something. "All right, open the gate." You hear the sound of tung, 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 as the
Thank you.
portcullis slowly rises up, and he steps aside, lets you kind of walk through, and then, "Just follow me." like leads you first like run past the gatehouse, just round to the side of it, where there like seems to be like a little like guard room, if you will. He kind of like he steps inside, and he says, "Wait." And he goes inside the room, comes back out with leaves a pike outside, comes back out with like it looks like a ledger, like a book kind of thing, and your names one more time as he begins just like writing and takes each of your names once more, writes it down, and then. Now, as per custom in Valaki, I must take note of what weaponry you bring to this town. So, if you would please.
Got a hammer?
Like, writes it down. Basically just looks to each of you in turn, and you may show whatever you wish to show, or not.
Nothing to hide.
Long sword. Don't know if a shovel counts. Not for Krieg.
Rena kind of like draws her, like half draws her like long sword and like puts it back kind of thing. Kind of like he's just like writing all down as he does. I mean, it's like Ferguson's, you know, like
that one scene
movie where there's a kind of roguish character where just like
I only have 3 weapons. I take one sword out, I put it on the table. I take the other sword out, I put it on the table. I take the bow out, I put it on the table. I take the dog out, and I put it on the table.
Then you open your jacket and there's 19 watches inside. And you close it again.
Yeah, he kind of like looks at you with the dog, kind of like notices, kind of eyes it a little bit, then turns back to his writing, and then finishes it and closes the book and kind of like holds it at his side. All right, now then. As your visitors, there are some ground rules for Valaki.
Of course. What are they?
Firstly, one must not mention the devil by name. I'm sure you've heard of it by now.
Of course.
Second, this noble town holds a festival each week in honor of the residents' general merriment and continued support of our Bergen Master, Baron Vargas Valakovich. As he like says all this, sounds very scripted, almost.
Yeah.
As
does he sound happy to be saying it, or does he sound like
that's
reading up a script for the third
like
time this
he
week?
is literally like repeating a script kind of thing. Like there's no emotion in his face.
Okay. Okay. Good.
As guests of Valaki, you will not be required to aid in the preparation for our festivals. However, your attendance and participation in each and every festival is absolutely mandatory for the length of your stay. Failure to attend will be in strict opposition to Valakian law. The next great Valakian festival, the Festival of the Blazing Sun, will be held in 3 days' time in the town square.
Understood.
And he kind of like looks up a little bit, almost as if he's trying to like remember something. Oh, and failure to comply with any Valakian law will mark you as criminals to our city, and you'll be punished as such in accordance to our justice system. If you have any questions, now is the time.
Is there anything else apart from the festival? And not saying the devil's name that we should know that's against the law outside of like general, like, you know, common rules.
No thieving and stuff like that.
Of course, aside from the common rules, those are probably the biggest two.
What about you?
Just try and just keep a low head.
Just behave yourself. Understood.
Behave yourself.
If I trip over a cat and I'm arrested, I'm blaming you.
No, that's your fault, Fergus.
That is
Trip over. Yeah, trip over.
To be
Kick.
executed for that.
Can I ask a question? How do you all keep up with a festival? Was every week? Was it?
You see him like almost imperceptibly like begin to roll his eyes before catching himself. Yes, our Bergen Master, the greatest Bergen Master to have ever lived, throws the best festivals. All is well. All is always well, and nothing's wrong. The festivals are great.
Understood.
Sounds like I'll be happy to attend.
Excited to take part in the coming festival of the Blazing Sun.
You should be. It's going to be the best
I have to
festival
be.
yet.
Does this man have a name?
Do you ask him his name?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I did not catch your name.
My name's Boris.
Boris.
Boris!
You'll be at the festival, Boris.
Of course. All the Lakelands will be at the festival.
Okay.
And all visitors.
Of course. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
You say all visitors. Sorry, you were saying something, then?
Oh, no, nothing.
You said all visitors. Do you mean that there were other visitors in the town at the moment?
Kind of like, he like looks off to the side and you see like the female guard is standing just like kind of behind you guys, and he kind of like looks to her and like is like, and then she like kind of like shrugs and I'm not sure if I'm permitted to. I don't see why not. And he opens the book again, really looking at it.
There we go.
Uh,
Yeah. Let me talk to these motherfuckers. Come on.
Last entry we have is a man named Rictavio who came through about a month ago. But nothing since then. We don't keep track of people who leave.
Is he still here?
Maybe.
Fair enough.
Best bet's probably to try the Blue Water Inn.
Is that a
Blue.
good inn? I was about to ask you, is
Is
that
that-
the best inn in town? Or?
It's the only inn in town.
That'll
Is
do
that where
then.
you guys hang out after your shift as well?
No, we hang out at the barracks.
You have a separate bar there?
Why?
Curious to see how people let loose after a long work day in this place. I imagine you get tired.
The activities of the Lakeland guards are prohibited from public knowledge.
So you don't have fun?
I think that's
Everybody has fun in Varakia. But remember that then.
He is a riot. You
Does-
should totally come and hang out with us sometime.
Does the Baron entertain for foreign dignitaries?
I wouldn't call you a dignitary. I'd call you a dog.
Dignitary.
Perhaps he has been known on occasion to host members of other villages.
What about
Well, so-
farther afield?
Ah, Jesus Christ.
I think Fergus, you have him.
Can we go down?
Presumably
Or
you're saying,
Fergus
you're
will
saying
talk all
you're
day
from
about
outside of Barovia.
I smile slightly.
Got what you
I
need?
may, or may not, wish to have you dine with him. He does like to hear of comings and goings of the outside worlds. However, I do believe it is better for you to wait for him to seek you out.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And you can be sure that he has already been informed of your arrival.
Wonderful. If he does inquire about us, we will be staying at the Blue Water Inn until he sends for us. Thank you.
If
When? And I leave.
he doesn't say anything in return.
Sorry.
Can we
That's-
just go drop the children off now at the orphanage?
Let's do that. Katya, let's go.
At least Fergus can't act like an arsehole there, can he?
I'm kind of like, Irina kind of like stands still for a second and then has like a, oh,
that's
Oh shit, me!
that's my fake name.
Yeah,
he's like,
fair.
of course.
So, question. Are we splitting the party? Is anyone going to the Blue Water Inn first?
No, we're all going to the orphanage.
We're all going to the
Oh,
orphanage,
go to
okay.
the orphanage.
You don't have a choice.
No, I was gonna do the orphanage. I was wondering if Fergus
I don't
fucked off to the Blue Water. Okay, sorry.
Oh no, I've got to
Nobody's
the
going.
orphanage. I want to see
Everybody's
these children.
coming to the orphanage.
I'm sorry.
I want to make sure these children leave.
Bree will smite your
I
ass
thought
in the
you
middle of
were-
town.
I thought Fergus was like, oh, I want to see these orphans in the orphanage. Let's go. I just want to go.
No, I
go
said I
take
want to see.
stock.
I
He
wanna see
wants
these
to
children.
laugh at the poor while sipping wine.
Yeah, I want to laugh at the poor while sipping wine. Let's go.
What meat for your pies are you?
You ate them too, motherfucker.
Well,
Yeah, she's not aware of it though.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, I think you could probably put two and two together, Amrita.
Mm.
You saw us go upstairs, and we come back down with two children who do not look happy. You could probably use, yeah.
Who knows what Fergus has been doing in his spare time?
Ah,
He's a noble after all.
ah.
Fergus
I
Epstein.
mean, he'll
we
eat
call him.
anything.
don't say
Exotic enough.
Uh,
So,
yes.
you guys begin making your way
Downtown.
to Valaki. There seems to be like one main road that goes like kind of through, it splits off into many different little streets. You're like heading through, and what catches your notice first of all is there's definitely a lot more people milling about than you might have at first expected. Like you pass dozens and dozens of people just going about their lives, doing general, day-to-day things like shopping, people working. Yeah, it seems like so far probably the most normal place you've been to so far. As you're heading along, heading towards what seems to be like the town kind of center. You notice that like a lot of the houses have what looks like old decorations hanging from them, like old like tattered like garlands and like ribbons. Some of the parts of the road have like between two houses. There's like a long kind of like what maybe used to be a banner that's now a bit tattered. It seems to be the guard was accurate in saying that there are quite regular festivals that seem to get new decorations each time. As you see some there's like ones that are these really really old like yellowy kind of banners, but then there's like much newer like red looking ones from different different festivals and stuff. Yeah, as you head on, you pass by a handful of shops that are here and there. You pass by what looks like I think you hear like the ringing of a blacksmith. One point you pass by what looks like maybe like a herbalist's kind of shop. One point you get to smell it smells like a bakery. Bread kind of wafting on the air. Fairly standard town. Should you wish to purchase anything, you will probably find a shop for it. Yeah. Anyway, you head towards the town center, and as you do this, kind of like it's a very very simplistic, big, large, open, circular area. But what catches your notice at first when you get here is that, like, right in the center, there's a large, like, wooden, like, almost like a stage, like a big platform. And upon it, you see, first of all, there is a gallows with 3 nooses, currently empty. And around that, at each, side, there are like stocks. About a dozen currently have people in them. The town center being like the busiest part you've been to so far, you see that people generally are like avoiding that kind of area. Whereas normally when you visit places that have stocks, it's a pretty normal form of punishment.
Yeah.
You normally find with people, people will be like throwing like rotten vegetables, throwing mud at like people in the stocks, but people here seem to just be completely avoiding them. And as you get closer, you see that each of the people in the stocks have like a very like badly made donkey head attached like over their heads. It seems to be just made of like a cloth sack with like eyes kind of stitched on kind of thing. But, yeah, about a dozen people. Seems to be a mixture of man and woman. Pretty sure you see one seems to be like a child. Yeah, and you see just off to the side from the town center, you see just in the distance there's a big huge 2-story building that would appear to be the tavern, the Blue Water Inn, with you see the sign out at the front. You see a few people like coming in and out of it. And just kind of in the opposite direction, you see further up the road, a road that kind of like leads to a big, huge, like 3-story, what looks like a manor house, presumably the Baron's, with a big fenced courtyard in front of its garden kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, nonetheless, Arena keeps walking as she knows where the church is and leads you kind of across the town centre, kind of skirting around the scaffold. She ignores it and heads on towards where the church is. After another few minutes of walking, you come to where there is a large church, much bigger than the one in Barovia. This one quite a fine, like normal looking church. Big stone walls, very nice masonry. Looks pretty well kept. Just behind it, there's a large graveyard. You can see there's currently like a grave digger. It must be digging a new grave. But to the left of the church, there's like another building, like a small, like single story, but quite long. building, almost like like a youth hall kind of thing. But presumably the orphanage, as you see just outside it, you see maybe about a half a dozen children just like running and playing outside. The two kids of Irina, they kind of perk up a little bit beside of other kids and kind of like begin to walk a little bit faster. As you approach, you see there's a quite a tall woman kind of standing, like arms folded, just like watching the kids. Quite like maybe late 40s, like graying hair, kind of just standing there. As you approach, kind of like turns and spots you all. Sees the children, just kind of like adjusts her dress a little bit and greets you and welcome.
Good
Nice to
morning
meet
you. It's well, I'd rather we went giving you 2 more charges to take care of at this fine orphanage, but it is the way of the race.
I understand fully. Better here than, well, anywhere else. And she kind of like kneels down and kind of like gestures at kids and like, so tell me, what are your names? And puts on like a different kind of voice almost and begins like chatting with the kids. They tell her their names and gets their ages from them, kind of thing. And then she's kind of just like, why don't you go run along and play with the other kids, get to know them. And they kind of like, both of them just kind of like take off and immediately, like as kids do, begin just like falling into the rules of a game that they learn instantly, kind of thing. As what seems to be the headmistress.
Like they were
I mean, it's almost more so like they're trying to maybe just forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she kind of like stands up and looks at you all. Where did you find them?
I'd rather not say.
I understand. I'll keep an eye on them.
Most
Usually the first nights are the worst. Night terrors and whatnot. But they'll be safe here. That I promise.
Is
Thank
there
you for...
anything that you would need to be donated? Bows, food, anything of the like need donated? Happy to supply it.
We don't lack for food, that's for sure. If you have time, you could perhaps fix our leaky roof. But aside from that,
I can make it a little time
we're
for that.
mostly okay. People generally are quite generous with donations to both the church and the orphanage. People understand. Everybody looks after each other, so.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Well, it's nice to hear.
Of course.
We'll be in town for a while, so if you
We
want
will.
any entertainment for the children, feel free to, reach out.
Cool. That would actually probably be one of the better donations we could give. If anything, that's the only thing we lack for, I suppose, would be entertainment. The kids can entertain themselves for an amount of time, but as you know, then they get bored sometimes. So please, anytime if you wish to stop by and perform or whatever it is you have in mind, you're more than welcome. Anytime.
Of course.
And of course, if you do, it'll be a free meal.
Sounds
Very kind of you.
Just like says that you hear like the scream of a child who's like just fallen, like kind of cut their knee, and she kind of like she turns and like yells a name, kind of thing. She's like, Stefan. The guilty looking boy kind of standing over this other smaller boy, kind of like like turns back to you all. And she's like, I'm sorry, just excuse me. She
We have all
heads
the business
over.
to do.
Yes.
We'll leave you to the business.
Sure, I'll see you again.
Thank you.
She like
Well,
heads off, just again, you like starts like the old finger waddle kind of thing, like telling off a boy kind of thing.
well,
Yeah, just
Katrina,
leaves you all.
suppose this is a year of stop.
I suppose it is. Well, it's been nice getting to know you. I hope you stop by and visit.
You're welcome. You're welcome to join us in the tavern to have some drinks for a while. We don't have to keep our distance.
That'd be quite nice, actually. Yeah, I would love to join you, but
Good.
at least for now.
Well,
I'd like to see the church first.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah.
Considering the last one, it's probably a good idea.
The last one was fine.
I meant what was in it, really.
Okay. So, if you head up to the church. Oh,
Find more dead children.
give me a second. Okay. So yeah, you head up. It's similar like design to the other church, where it's got like the like a church tower at the back, kind of thing with a steeple, slanted roof, very generic church. But this one maybe about twice the size of the one in the other village. You go up the it's got like double doors. One of them is currently like half open, kind of thing. You can step inside. You see, as you walk in, just a large open area that leads up to an altar. Many pews line the walls. So there's maybe like 3 or so people just sitting in different pews, just seem to currently be in prayer. You see at the very front there's what would seem to be the priest. Currently seems to be just lighting there's maybe about 40 or 50 just candles around this altar at the front. He's just going around lighting them. Beside him there's an altar boy who's just holding a box of matches kind of thing. Yeah.
Can I give a quick divine sense?
Candles or
whatever.
something, I don't know.
I don't know. He's doing something. But yeah. Sorry, what'd you say, Paul?
Yeah, can I get a quick divine sense?
Sure. You don't detect any fiends, celestial, or undead.
Has the ground been consecrated, bud?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I want. Good.
Yeah, it's consecrated ground.
Bree sort of nods her head okay, this is fair enough. Seems like a good spot.
For
Arena behind you, kind of just I sort of hope so.
It seems like a holy spot. The church itself is consecrated and the way it should. Good to see.
Yeah.
I know.
That means it'll keep things out, right?
No, I cannot lie. It will not.
Oh.
It will help, but it
Okay.
won't stop anything.
Okay. Looks a little dejected.
But the priest here, on the other hand, may well be able to stop most things.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
The priest, however, is a different matter.
Oh, priest. Yeah. Of course. Okay.
The ground itself holds some power to support him, if you understand.
I see. Oh, okay. I understand. Yes. Okay.
This is one of the times I wish I could lie. You'll be safe here. If I'm most mundane, I wouldn't worry. Unless... let's not worry about that.
Yeah, nods and just... Okay, oh. Okay.
I'll wait till he's finished his prayers and I might have a wee chat with him myself, but don't know quite what you're going to do here.
I'm not sure either. I suppose I'll just help. Perhaps I could help at the orphanage next door.
That would be a very fulfilling occupation, I imagine. You'd be good with the children.
I think so. I'd enjoy it. So, we'll see. I'll do whatever needs done.
Of course, of course.
Okay. Usually finish. The priest finishes lighting candles. He kind of goes to the front of the altar and again bows his head a little bit. You see he's definitely praying to this altar. There doesn't seem to be any actual like there's no like stained glass window. There's no like big like religious motif or idol or like there's not like an actual object that seems to be there.
There's
If anything, it's just like
there's nothing to like the Night Mother or the
Dawnfather.
Dawnfather.
not that you can see, and it's the Morning Lord.
Oh, the Morning Lord. Sorry.
Close enough.
From my knowledge, would that
Daddy.
be uncommon? Like, this is like the
Sorry.
main religion around here, is like the Night Mother and the Morning
Yeah.
Lord. So most
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
most churches should have their symbols in it, right? At least to some extent.
Yes, and you like look around, and you see that like the walls lining up. You can see there do seem to be this symbol of what looks like a sun, quite faded, but like a sun etched on the wall, with like a hammer over it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing actually at the altar itself.
That's pretty uncommon for altar in general religious ceremonies, as far as I know. Okay.
Sorry, wait. I've been saying the word altar when I mean pulpit. My bad.
Pulpit.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sure,
So it's
pulpit,
not.
all the
That's
same.
fine. That's completely
No,
different.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. That's my bad.
That's different.
No, yeah. So like, there's the pulpit that he's standing
Uh-huh.
like on the other side of,
Mhm.
not like the normal side where you give a sermon
Yeah.
from. But behind that there is just like nothing. It's just like a pair of large windows.
Oh yeah, that's not too uncommon at all. Then that's fine.
To
Yeah,
indicate
sorry,
that
yeah.
it's a religious place kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
like
it's more Protestant than it is Catholic.
it's very
Yeah.
Protestant.
Shall we put it that way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not that
Fergus
it's not.
just walks out.
Yeah, it's fine.
very minimalist almost. Like
Mhm.
no trappings and trimmings kind of thing.
Fergus begins himself burn.
Yes.
His
body starts going into some kind of-
If you look along some of the pews, you see there seems to be like a handful of pillows on some of them, and some of them also have the same like sun motif. One or two you see also have like what looks like a little like crescent moon symbol.
Switched
Ah,
on.
we lost Sean.
I don't know.
Sean's still there. It all appears to be fine. It's just a little different than perhaps what you're used to in a church from you where you're from. There's nothing untoward about it.
Over like a minute or so, the priest would kind of like finish and he would like turn to the altar boy and like say something to him, and he would head off to like there's a couple of like doors at the back corners that must lead to other parts, priest chambers and other things, whatnot. He heads off and priest kind of like turns around and like spots you all and kind of like smile on the face, kind of like approaches, like hands kind of like clasped like this in front of him, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, welcome. I can't say I've seen you before. I presume you are visitors to Valaki?
We are indeed, yes.
Mhm.
Our friend here would has something to say to you.
He kind of like looks past you and like looks and sees. Ah, Irina, my dear, it's been a long time. It's very good to see you. Word reached us of your father's passing. My sincerest condolences. I hope he was ready to rest
He was.
properly. And
The proper rituals were observed.
kind of like nods. He's like, ah, good. And she like steps forward. Father Lucian, it's good to see you again. It's been a time. He like looks at her. And, yes, I hope. I forgot his name.
Burger, the brother?
No.
Dad?
No. Priest.
Daddy?
Oh, the
priest.
priest.
What's the other priest called? Remember?
Ooh.
Daddy.
I know his son's called Doru, but I can't remember his name.
Cursed one might be like-
Games.
Didn't actually write it down.
D&D official. Strahd.
Don't remember.
Donovich.
Donovan.
Donovich. That's
He kind of like nods and kind of. He's Father Donovich still, and everything kind of just like nods, just. understand. Welcome to Valaki, and welcome to St. Andrew's Church.
A pleasure, Father.
That have any? I've heard that before, reading the book of the Morning Lord and the Night Mother.
Probably.
I've read like the passage of St. Andrew.
You would have read about a couple of names popped up as like saints.
Mm-hmm.
You would have heard of this one, Saint Andrew. You also would have heard of a Saint Markovia, which was the most recent saint of the Morning Lord, who actually led. You read about her story is quite specific, not specific, but very detailed, where it described how she led a full-on march on Castle Ravenloft against Strahd. Rallied an entire
What was that the same one that happened 7 years ago where Donovich's son was killed in it? What?
Maybe.
No. You don't know this, but no.
Oh,
Probably.
okay, fair.
I imagine the passage was light on specific details.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, though, it was a very long time ago. The way it was described, it was this was a couple 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's described the last saint, Saint Markovia, been dead nearly 3 centuries kind of thing. Led a huge rebellion almost against Count Strahd, and she went into the castle with hundreds at her back, and not a single one returned.
Okay. And St. Andrew?
St. Andrew was much less. It was much older saint, but it was difficult to say if St. Andrew was about before or after Strahd came. Didn't seem to do anything particular. It seemed to be just a very almost generic saint, and just that they did miracles, healing people, kind of thing, and then just they vanished one time and were never seen again. But the church was built in his name, kind of thing, and since then has been has been the last place that's got his name, I guess. That's to describe it.
Okay, cool, very good, thank you.
And you'd also read that under in the Markovia passage, in the village of Kresk to the far west, there is a abbey of Saint Markovia as well.
Okay.
Which is described as being even holier than the Church of Saint Andrew's.
Yeah.
I actually really need a piss.
Yeah.
It's fair.
How are you? Do you want to end soon, Paul?
Yeah, within an hour, if we could.
Well, I mean, if we can end now if you want, because
I mean, I don't know about you, Nathan. I'd be okay with that now. What do you think?
I'm happy with that. That's a good
Yeah,
little bit to end.
now would be nice, because that means I can get at least 6 hours before I have to wake up.
This is fair.
Yeah, that's fine. We can just end now. That's fine.
That's
I think this is a decent spot.
It's a good little spot to end.
Yeah.
You're in a town now, so it's the only thing that's going to happen now is just going and dialogue and roleplay. So any time is kind of
just you.
Yeah.
Just you. Wait.
Guys, we're in town now. We're officially in safe area. We're okay. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we're officially in a safe area. I'm going to buy 15 daggers.
Safe area from who? Not from me, buddy.
But
You're always in danger of
you're
camping.
supposed to steal them, not buy them.
Why would I steal anything?
You're the
You
worst
can.
rogue.
Not that kind of rogue!